Father Fester. Father Harvest seems to be a face with a broken and outstretched jaw and deepened eye sockets that the eyes don't seem to fit in. It usually appears in cramped, small, dark spots. Not much is known about Father, as it only appears every now and then within Dr. Nowhere's Instagram. It appears to have a long, lengthy, and very thin body. Its face changes structure slightly in every image, so perhaps it could be evolving. Father Fester doesn't seem to have a gender. Infinitely hungry for everything. Everything includes time and space itself, entire concepts and meaning, souls, people, happiness, and sadness. And it's on its way to where we are now, slowly but surely. Angelmeat. Angelmeat is a known representation of a fallen angel in a tall humanoid form. It is described as the wisdom tooth of the universe. This mirrors Angelmeat's status as a leftover or agonizing remnant of a divine being. Much like an impacted wisdom tooth causes persistent throbbing pain, Angelmeat embodies a state of eternal torment. By labeling it a tooth of the universe, the lore suggests it is not just a monster, but a fundamental, if painful, and seemingly redundant part of the cosmic structure. It is a tall, eyeless humanoid with a pale, translucent, or white appearance. Angelmeat is shown with its mouth open wide in a scream. It has multiple white hooks, wires digging into its head and wrists, perhaps as torture. Angelmeat has no eyes and no visible ears. Its odd head shape could be the outcome of the hooks, wires stretching the skin apart. The creature's body is draped with white cloth hiding its torso area. The Nightmare Man. The Nightmare Man is a supernatural entity that manifests within the dreams of designated individuals. It is characterized by its inclination to derive satisfaction from the pain, fear, and suffering experienced by the dreamer. This entity often contributes to the formulation of distressing scenarios that can have a significant impact on the individual's waking life. The Obelisks. The Obelisks are massive black stone structures that appear in remote locations without warning. They're cold to the touch, absorb light unnaturally, and mess with electronics. Standing near one can trigger auditory hallucinations. People hear whispers, numbers, strange names, or full conversations in unfamiliar languages. These effects grow stronger the longer someone stays near it. Some people become obsessed, returning to the obelisk repeatedly, sketching symbols or mumbling in unknown tongues. Others disappear. Scientists who've studied them report corrupted data, memory loss, or sudden abandonment of the research altogether. New obelisks have been discovered in places where none existed before, suggesting either teleportation or spontaneous formation. Nobody has successfully damaged one. They don't move, they don't speak, but they definitely influence. Some believe they're messages. Others think they're machines powered by thought. Whatever they are, their presence leaves a permanent psychological mark. The obelisks don't demand worship, but somehow they always get it. Elevator Man. Scary Elevator Man. SEM is a tall man with a boxy torso. He wears a brown coat and pants that are described as colorful, despite him being a scary elevator man. He also wears two large, almost clownish black shoes. He has very pale skin. His hands are elongated and has long and sharp fingernails. In his hand, he holds a shopping bag from the Googie Mart, although he is unsatisfied with his purchases. He has gray hair sprouting from the top of his head. The hair bobs up and down very subtly. He has no eyes. Instead, there is pale skin where they would be. His mouth is outstretched in a massive smile, showing his gums and teeth. His teeth are small and sharp. SEM, despite his blindness, knows exactly where you are, what kind of person you are, and what type of person you will become. He will be in the elevator with you for a very long time. Has the ability to change his voice into the voice of a dead person you loved. If none of your loved ones are dead, then he will input a memory of a loved one that never existed that is now dead. He will sing a song while in the elevator with you. He also seems to be able to suck the skin off people's bodies using nothing but a straw. It is unknown why he does this. Not much else is currently known about the scary elevator man. He is still not satisfied with his purchases from the Googie Mart. DarkWalker. The DarkWalker appears to be an extraordinarily tall humanoid creature with long, thin arms. Its most striking feature is its completely white eyes, which add to its eerie presence. In the sky, there are two moons visible, an anomaly since our world only has one. The reason for this second moon is unclear, but it may be connected to the DarkWalker, possibly due to its influence over the sky or a reflection created by the creature. The nature of the two moons remains a mystery, but it is speculated that DarkWalker created the second moon. Housewalkers. Housewalkers are enormous creatures that resemble hermit crabs in some ways, as they use large houses, typically 3 stories or taller, as their shells. From the photos available, it appears that housewalkers have the ability to either fly or levitate, though the exact mechanics of this are unknown. Very little is known about these creatures since they have only appeared twice, once on Dr. Nowhere's Instagram and once in his introduction video. Inside the house they use as a shell, there is a visible eye and a mouth located beneath it, adding to the mystery surrounding these enigmatic beings. How to survive. 1. Simply flee the area, which housewalkers are. 2. If you cannot flee, bring an armed weapon. The Yarn. The Yarn is an apparently peaceful humanoid creature with a boxy head and blocky body. Its face features 2 large, dark dark eyes and a mouth. A big nose and an ear are on the sides of the head, and below it a stubby neck and seemingly no chin. The arms are wiry, but the hands are normal-looking. The overall style is simplistic and cartoonish. Yarn appears on Dr. Nowhere's Instagram. Tumor Head. Tumor Head appears as a humanoid figure. He seems to be made out of tumors or clay. His neck looks like an iron rod and connects to a flat part of his upper torso. His torso is shaped like an imperfect cylinder. His arms are very skinny compared to his body and have visible reddish veins going down his arms. The same veins can be seen all over his body. His head consists of a nose and a mouth. He lacks any form of eyes. His face appears more skeletal than human-like. The Flea. Reports of deflated human bodies along with thumping on the roofs and a foul stench coming from the walls and ceiling. This entity jumps from roof to roof and slips into people's homes to continue its life cycle. We won't get into detail, but you can guess why we call it the Flea. 90% of the time, the creature is quite docile and won't attack on sight, but when it is craving flesh and blood, it will stop at nothing to subdue its prey. It can be assumed that the Flea feels bad for having to kill people due to it crying whenever it does, or perhaps it pains it to harm living beings. The Black Hat Trench. The Black Hat Trench is a mysterious entity, and its intentions remain largely unknown. It is characterized by its striking appearance, resembling a tall figure with an unusually dark complexion and arms that extend down to its feet. A prominent feature is its large black hat, which obscures its facial characteristics, contributing to its enigmatic presence. It is also seen with multiple nooses hanging from its arms. Mr. Glovesworth. Mr. Glovesworth has a thin, elongated body with 4 spindly limbs that are disproportionately long. His skin is pale, with visible muscle fibers and tendons on the torso. He has hollow eye sockets and a small, pointed nose. His mouth is a thin, straight line, giving it a sad expression. He has an elongated, thin neck and a disproportionately large head. Mr. Glovesworth is a creature driven by a combination of amplified senses and a grotesquely warped fondness for carnival games. Blind, deaf, and barely able to speak, he relies on his enhanced sense of smell to navigate the world. Mr. Glovesworth crafts twisted parodies of carnival games, using human remains as prizes and displays. Once a human but transformed into a monster from an experiment by an injection, he reacts with brutal violence to any perceived threat. His former passion for creating carnival games manifests in the horrific displays he constructs, a reminder of the man he once was. How to survive. Deodorize yourself and your clothing. Mr. Glovesworth retains a twisted fondness for games. If absolutely necessary, attempt to distract him with a loud noise or object he can smell play with momentarily, allowing you a window to escape. This is a desperate gamble, however. Mr. Glovesworth relies on smell. Avoid leaving strong scents behind and prioritize staying quiet.